Hey, hey everyone! Happy Friday! How is everyone? Hello, hello. If you don't know me already, I'm Lisa. If you've never seen me before, I'm Lisa. I've been able to find a way through sharing makeup and skincare and now liquid collagen to be able to make some extra money from home. Now, you're probably thinking, like, why do you need to make some extra money from home if you've got a good job? You know, like, I've got a good job. I work full time. I've got 2 kids. But let me tell you, when life gets in the way and you find yourself a single mum to 2 kids, you might have a decent job, but you also have decent bills as well. So I found myself in a situation where just that I was paying everything that needed to be paid, but I didn't have enough for the extra treats. And that was my motivation for starting my business. But I know if you're like me and you're like a busy bee and you are busy with your kids, busy with your work, busy with your life, busy with your house, all that stuff. I just want to tell you, like, the first thing I've learned through the journey that I've been on with my business is that it's not about working harder and harder and harder. It's about working smarter. And I know that sounds like cheese, but what I mean by that is, if you work, you know, like I'll be at work in my day job, I'm a manager, got quite a, you know, like I've got a busy job. But the thing is, if my boss says to me, can you do this extra? Can you do that extra? Can you do that extra? I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I can. But guess what? I do not get paid for that extra. I don't get paid an extra bonus. I don't get like, oh, Lisa, thank you for doing that extra piece of work. Here's a £200 bonus. That does not happen. So as good as you might be and as organised as you might be and as like capable as you might be in that job, however good you are and however hard you work, you're only going to get paid your salary. And the thing is, with your business, you're in control. You're in control of how much you work. You're in control of how much you earn. If you want to stay and do a bit extra on a Friday night, you're going to get paid an extra on a Friday night. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're in control of it. And like, you might do that extra and get a car bonus, and that's an extra £200. That to me is more rewarding than doing an extra 2 hours work in my job where I don't get extra money. Don't get me wrong, I do the extra. I go the extra mile in my job. I'm good at my job, but I don't get paid when I go the extra mile. When it's your business, you get paid when you go the extra mile. You get the extra bonuses and your extra commissions and things. And working, it's not about working harder. You might be sitting there thinking, yeah, but Lisa, I'm like you. I'm really busy. I've got a job. I've got kids. I've got a house. Like, how would I even fit it in? But I'm kind of wanting to say that was one of the things that I learned, is that you don't need hours and hours of extra time to make extra money. Because look at me now. I've dropped my kids off at Scouts. I've dropped Jack off at Beavers. Joe's just getting ready for Scouts. I've got half an hour. I needed to have a wash anyway. I needed to put a bit of makeup on anyway so that I don't look like a hermit going to pick the kids up. So what do? I come live, I chat to you guys, I have a bit of fun, I put some makeup on. 2 birds with 1 stone. I was going to put my makeup on anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not about sitting for hours and doing loads of extra work. It's finding the way that you can weave it in. And that was the first thing that I learned. It's not working harder and more and piling more on. It's actually doing a little bit extra in the pockets of time that you've got. And you get massively rewarded and recognised for it, which is so different to your job. So that was my number one thing that I kind of realised when I started my business. Now, the second thing that I think I've learned, the biggest learning curve that I went on with my business was the mindset shift. Like, when I first started my business, I'd been through a divorce and I was in a very, like, I would say like a victim mindset almost, because I was like, all this bad stuff's happened to me. This is so bad. I have so much to do. And I kind of used to count the bad things and I'd be like, this has happened, that's happened, that's happened. This needs doing. The house is broke. The car's broke. And I used to count them as if to be like, you know, so I could show off at how bad my life was. But actually, because I started learning sort of mindset stuff with my business and self-development and business growth and all these things, a massive shift happened deep inside. I started to study Bob Proctor. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's passed away recently. God bless him. What a soul. And he teaches the law of attraction and how what you think about, you bring about, and how whatever you want, you can attract. And in that journey, I made a genuine shift to now I never count the bad things. In fact, that anything that does go wrong, I don't even see it as something that's gone wrong. I literally, it just gets pushed out of my brain. Or the other cool thing that's happened with my brain now is that if I have loads of stuff to do, like I've got to take the kids to like swimming, scouts, beavers, I've got the house to clean, the bills to pay, the this. But you know what? Instead of feeling like, oh my God, I've got all this stuff, I actually now give myself a little reward. So I actually am like, what a legend. You have cleaned the house this week. You have like cleaned your car. You've fed your kids. You've got them to like scouts on time. Like, what a legend you are. You see what I'm saying? So instead of thinking, oh my God, this is so hard, I've got so much to do, it's the same amount of stuff that I'm doing, except in my head, I'm just rewarding myself and thinking, what a legend you are. Oh my God, aren't you so good for like, how do you even organise all that? You are smashing it. And I'm kind of telling myself all the time, you are smashing life. What a legend. And the repetitive nature of that positivity being fed into myself from myself, it's just caused a massive, massive mindset shift. And now I don't see obstacles I don't see things as problems. I see them as like places where I can learn something. Even if something doesn't go the way I wanted, I'm like, right, what is it I'm supposed to learn from that? And that would have never been me sort of 8 years ago. Absolutely not. I was over there counting how shit my life was. Do you know what I mean? So that I could show you how many shit things. Whereas now I'm like the complete opposite. And I think if it wasn't for my business, I might not have gone into that like mindset study and growth and self-development and stuff. So that was like that's a massive benefit. So yeah, I wanted to kind of tell you about that. And the third main thing that I've learned from starting my business is all like the new skills and stuff. Like Lee'll probably remember, my makeup was not brilliant. You know, like if you saw me on a night out a few like 8 years ago, I had no eyebrows. I was using number 7 like foundation that I'd probably had in my bag for like 10 years. And you just learn new skills that are fun. I'm learning like makeup skills. I'm learning all about skincare. I'm learning all about childhood sexual abuse, because the charity we support is raising awareness for childhood sexual abuse and preventing it, which is just amazing, because I've got 2 boys, and when you've got kids, it's always in the back of your mind. And learning the stuff puts you in a better position to protect your children. So the business has just took me on such a massive learning journey. Like the other week, I even learned how to do like a MailChimp. I designed my own 10-step guide to younger looking, healthier skin. And I managed to set up like a MailChimp thing, where I could automatically send out my my guide to people. I was like made up with myself, and I'm like, it's actually fun because it's something that I'm interested in. And the coolest thing is that when you put the effort and time, when you do put these like things in to learn something, you get rewarded, because your business grows and you get paid more. You know, like I can't stress enough, you can be amazing at your job and you're never going to get paid any more than your salary. Whereas if you come and do this, you can find the bits of time that you've got, and it can just open up so many opportunities for you. Like I've got so many, you know, like I was able this month to buy my son a gaming rocker chair that he's been wanting. £100 it was. Like there's no way that I would have been able to just buy that, you know, like as a treat. Like no chance. But because of my business, I now feel like I'm able to do that and put a smile on his face, you know. It's really nice to be able to have them treats without feeling like you're stealing from the budget, or like, oh, how am I going to make that back? And, do you know, and I can show you, if you're like me and you're as busy as me, I can show you how to do it and how to make it fun. Do you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Lee. Oh, bless you. So yeah, those are my 3 things that I've learned. So while we're on the subject of makeup skills getting a little bit better, I might just do a little eye look while I'm here, because that's something I would have never done before. I'm just going to put a little bit of primer on, purely because it makes your colours stay brighter, last longer, and it takes 2 minutes. Like if you've not got a primer, just grab a bit of concealer, pop it on your eye holes before you put your makeup on, and it just makes a huge difference. Now I'm going to use a little bit of pink. I'm feeling a little bit pink while it's Valentine's Day coming up, so I'm going to go with this like shimmery pink here. Who else likes pink? Let's just pop a little bit of pink on. So yeah, if you're a busy bee and you're like me, you can change your life. You know, like there's some serious growth in this business, and it's just an opportunity waiting for you to snatch it. You know, I always thought that extra money was something you had to go out to another job. It would take too much time away from your family. And this that how nice is that shade of pink? That is gorgeous. I thought I would have to be out of the house, away from my family more, taking more time away from my kids. But this, look, one's waiting to go scouts, one's at Beavers. I get my 15 minutes to come talk to you guys. Business is done. You know, it's just, it's easy to do around your family, and it gives you so many more opportunities. My kids absolutely love it because if I get any orders, they'll help me pack. But even that, you don't really even need to do that because you get a website, so you can do it the other way as well. You can just send people a link. They can order direct from your website, and it just gets shipped to them. So you don't even really need to do the deliveries. I just do that for local ladies because the kids just love getting involved in it. You know, like we make it like a bit of a family thing, and it's teaching them sort of a bit of a work ethic as well, because I'm telling them what I'm doing. Mum's got her own business, and there's a different way to earn your money. You know, you can have a job and a business as well. I'm hoping, you know, that they grow from that as well, so they don't grow up just thinking it's got to be a job and that's all there is. I want them to kind of think about businesses that they can do when they're older. Just blend that out. What are we thinking about that pink? I wasn't expecting that to be so beautiful. One colour. Just a little pop of pink. Flipping heck, that is gorgeous. Stunning. Let me tell you what the colour is. Wood. Wood. That's like appropriate for Valentine's Day, isn't it? Right, let's put a bit of 4D on it now. This is freaking amazing if you've never seen it before. This is the one that just basically gives you giant lashes. See, I never knew how to do any of this. I used to wear the crappiest Boots mascara when I was going out. I wish I'd known how to do my makeup properly when I was going out back in them days. Must have looked an absolute state. Just blink. Look at that. Ginormous lashes. I am loving that. That's just so cute for Valentine's Day. Shimmery pink. But yeah, the business has like improved my makeup skills. It's improved my face because like, I mean, the collagen is just giving me this amazing glow to my skin. Like, it's improving how I look as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just improving my mind. I feel like it's improved how I look because I know what I'm doing now. A bit more with the makeup. And now that I'm looking after my skin's looking better, feeling better. And the thing is, that's the key thing. If you can get your mind in a different place and you can make yourself feel better with some makeup and skincare. Like, I'm looking at myself different in the mirror than I used to years ago. I'm not as critical as I used to be. I'm more kind of thinking, you're smashing it, well done. Do you know, like, I don't think, oh my God, you're shit, look at the state. You know, like, I just think, well done you, you know, like, which is a complete U-turn from where I was. And it is through the business. Because it just takes you on a journey. It's like a self-development journey with pockets of money on the way. And don't get me wrong, that was my main motivation for starting the business, was the money, because I don't get paid maintenance, so I was looking to top that up because I thought rather than getting myself mad at the end of at the beginning of every month, I'm not going to get myself mad anymore. I'm just going to love myself enough to say you deserve better than getting mad every month. Let's just do something about it. You know, let's do something about it, but also let's do something that you can be really proud of yourself for. And let's just go for it and see what happens. And the thing is, you know you're capable. You know you're capable because you wouldn't have the job that you've got right now if you weren't capable. The difference is if you come do this with me, you're going to get rewarded for it in a different way than you do at your job. You're going to get rewarded in a much bigger way than you do at your job. Right, what do we think of those pink? I can't believe that's one colour. It almost looks ombre, doesn't it? And it's not. It's one shimmery pink colour. That's stunning. I love it. Right, I'm going to use a little bit of pink gloss to go with that because I think that just matches perfect. There we go. And I've actually got these in a special Valentine's bundle. Perfect timing for Valentine's Day. If you want to treat yourself, you're not waiting for the man to do it, just give me a shout and I'll sort you out. But yeah, if you have any questions about the business and how you could make it work, I'm absolutely happy to go through like the new starter steps, the 6 steps to success that we have, the journey that you go on in those initial days so that you can look at the plan and think, shit, I could do that. I can do that. Let's give it a go. If you'd like to see that, just drop me a heart in the comments and I will give you some more information. We can have a little chat and see if it's fit for you. But have an amazing evening and I'll see you soon. Bye.